How you doing, everybody? Benzo here, getting ready to head down the creek. I got a plan, got a short little time. I was busy this morning, busy this evening, but I got a lump of time in the middle of the day where I can go out and do some testing. Let's look at this equipment I'm going to test out today. Today I'm testing out the Pirate Sluice. It's just a beast, and I have a beautiful mat to put in it, and it's a dream mat. So I'm going to put all this on and hike down the water while y'all watch this intro, and then we're going to find some gold. Welcome back down here on the creek. Got a lot of stuff with me today because I want to do particular things. This spot here I'm on has produced consistent fine gold. Never any flaky stuff really, just a lot of fines. So that's what we're going to test today. I got 2 classifiers, 1/4 and 1/2. We're going to start. I'm probably going to shake a pan to see some gold, then do equal amount of scoops in buckets with the different classifiers to show you how much one's pulling out versus the other. After I get what, 10-15 scoops, whatever, I'll run those and see how they're running. I'm not really worried about how much gold's coming out of it at this point. It's how they're running. And then I'll decide what's the most efficient way. You got to do tests like this if you want to have an efficient day, and then you come out and you just run what you decided to run and you have a really good day. But here we go. I'm going to review this product after I've had it for about a year. It didn't take long with me running it till I had to improvise every loop, front and back. There we go. Front and back with just haphazard knotting just to keep it from ripping apart. That's on every single one of them, front and back there. Just after about 7 or 8 wears, it started tearing apart. Now I've had them about a year, or just over a year, and I got a leak at the seam where the boot hits the neoprene. So when I rebuy new waders coming up this fall, won't be too much longer that I need them, I'm not getting this brand. I'm getting another brand, maybe something that costs a little bit more. My Cabela's hip waders, I mean, I've had problems with the soles falling off and stuff like that, but they're 12 years old or more and they don't leak. Here's the mat I'll be installing in the sluice today. Looking good. Let's get it wet. It's upside down. And here is the water flow. It's really high. This is usually dry. And things have been shifted from the flood. So I'll move stuff around. Looks like I should have no problem getting that to run here today. We got the 1/4 inch set up there and the 1/2 inch. I loaded up a pan so you can see why 1/4 inch might be beneficial here, because look at the size of the gravels. So we're going to shake this and see if there's any gold, get us going, and then we're just going to start digging and filling up. Okay, that flood has really moved things around here, filled in some holes, moved some logs, made some new holes, and it took me 5 1-scoop test pans to hit more than a dot. And that's all I'm really looking for, is more than a dot today, and that's about 10 or 12. That's good. So that's where I'm going to dig. Finally, there we go. Now we can start tests. Sometime later, I've been working on these 2 buckets here, and you can see it doesn't look like a great big difference. This is a 4-gallon bucket, about half full, and this is a 5-gallon bucket. I would say there's about a 30% difference in the amount of material because of how much smaller gravel is here. So I'm not going to worry about filling these up. It's not about which ones has more gold. It's about which one's more efficient to run in the machine today. Well, now that I got a hole punched, I have to do me a test pan from the bottom to see if there's more gold down or if I just need to keep peeling the top away in this area. So let's shake a pan real quick. Here's that test pan from the bottom of the hole. There was some black sand, so I need to take care of that scratch in the pan. But it was a surprise here. Whoa! I did not expect anything like that from around here. I usually just get this. That's all I get. But then, extreme close up. Whoa! It's a nice little flake in the pan. Awesome. I reckon it's set up good enough. I ain't gonna fuss with it too much. We got the first scoop going in. Let's see how it goes. Looks like I got a little heavy on one side still. Stuffed up with those ironstones pretty quick. Alright. I'm gonna run some more and tweak it and see how it does running this 1/2 inch material. I pretty much just poured that bucket on there. Just threw it through it. You can see some of the bigger rocks are hanging around. Zoom in. They're bumping around though. But some of the cells, quite static. Not a whole lot of movement. You see some stuff on top. You see they're full of black sand. So I guess I should just go ahead and clean this out real quick. And that's why I bought the big green tub. If you got a big mat to try to wash out, it's so much easier if you have a big tub instead of trying to roll it into a little bucket. It just barely fits in that little bucket. Little 5-gallon bucket, it just barely fits. Got it set up the second time. It seems to be a little finicky to set up here today. This is the 1/4 inch classified material. As you see, it's acting a little different in the sluice. You see the cells rattling around a little bit better. I haven't got a perfect flow today. I got a little peak right there. Some more peaks. They're pretty centered. Yeah, it's not exactly 100% perfect. It really didn't seem like there was that much difference did in the buckets. So the sluice is definitely running better, and I would feel a whole lot more confident about running several buckets of material through when it's classified that way, seeing that it's exchanging and rattling around better. It's that one size of ironstone out here that just kind of gets in there and clogs them up. So there's not many companies that's making the good 3/8. I think Keen is one of them, and I think it's about $27, $30 for that thing, maybe more to get it shipped in. And not many stores carry them. I haven't been able to find one. I've been looking for one ever since my 3/8 broke. That was my favorite classifier. It seemed to work best for this area, the size of ironstone they have here. Just clog it up. It still may be working fine, but you want to see the stuff rattling around, roiling, exchanging, so you know you got that exchange rate and the heavies are staying in, the lights are blowing out. So I can't really get that with the 1/2 inch. So is there any benefit to checking this just for gold? To see the gold? But that wasn't which one is catching more gold. Maybe those are blocking it up and it's not catching the fine gold. But it's not a perfect test. The pay streak could have been more on top, more on bottom. It was random. I did equal amount of scoops, but that doesn't mean it's equal amount of gold. But I could go ahead and shake this and see what's happening. And see if we see some gold. So here's the concentrates from that test. And as you see, the next test is going to look quite a bit different just by the amount of overs. I have my little catch can here. I'm going to pan all in and take it home. Here's that 1/2 inch classified 3-gallon run. And I'm happy with that, guys. I'll tell you what. And I really just threw that on the sluice. I did not really feed it. I just picked up the bucket and just poured it on. Kind of slow, and then just dumped the rest. I mean, I was not very careful with it at all. Just get it through the sluice. So I'm going to throw this next batch through the sluice and see what we can get. See which one looks better. This is the 1/4 inch material run through. It looks a lot different. Looks a lot different. can't really see any gold. You have to look way up here at the top. Well, I think that might be gold. All right, let's clean it out. Those were equal amount of scoops, but the amount of gravel and large rocks varies. And you saw that it was about 3 gallons in one bucket and maybe 2 gallons in the other. But the same amount of scoops, so maybe the same amount of gold. We'll find out. Here we go, the 1/4 inch pan, and this pan feels heavier. I'm thinking because the larger rocks aren't there, it can hold on to more smaller material. Feels like there's more black sand, more heavy material in this, so it might be more gold. And here's the results. More gold, less gold, I don't really know. Seems like it was more concentrate gold. Digging was the same, maybe a touch tougher to classify. It was easier to run through the machine, and it was easier to pan. And it might have a better capture rate on some of the fines there. Maybe. There's no way to know exactly for sure because the ground can vary. Got a couple of heavy things that were floating around like that rock. I'm pretty sure it's magnetic. And a couple little flakes of lead. And be assured I'm taking all these little black sands home because I'm sure there's little micro golds in it like that one right there. Yeah. So it's time to go get digging. Get a big run up and run it through this sluice. That's the plan. Beaver log boot update. So after a little bit of water time, I don't think it's the seam here. You can see the crack right there. My feet ain't swimming, but you can feel like step funny and it just comes through. So I'm gonna get some Flex Seal or find some Flex Seal I got at the house, and I think I can just fix that real quick. Awesome day out here. I'd like to take a minute and thank all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button, hit the bell to let you know when stuff's coming out. Shorts, live streams, you never know what's going to happen. We've got a lot of content planned, a lot of content stored up, a lot coming out. And a special thank to all my Patreons and the new members as well. We have a members program now you can join. When that gets really started, we'll have a members live stream. Should be a lot of fun. And the Patreon live stream is already a lot of fun, and I'm giving out gold, and there's guaranteed gold tiers too. So you can get your own rare limited BenzoGold bags because they're not for sale anymore. You have to get them through the Patreon or special giveaways or something like that. But you never know when I'm going to come up with another mini batch. So stay tuned. Okay, what color is it? Got a few seconds. 1. All right, everybody's got their guesses in? It's clear. It's old too, look at that thickness. It's not even the old, like, Coke blue. It's just clear. Neat. It's going home. Guess the glass color. Game 2. All right, you got a few seconds. What's in my hand? Time's up. It's green. Guess the color. Game number 3. All right, last game. Got a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Amber or brown, whatever you call it. Awesome. Keep on collecting the glass. Hey guys, I'm back. I hope that was fun. So what's going on now for the next hour and a half or so is just a whole lot of diggy, shaky. So here's the classifier, working back and forth on these buckets. And every so often, if I think my depth or line has changed significantly, I throw one scoop and classify it and shake that down and see if there's still gold. So I'm about to shake this one and I'll show you what happens. And that's why we do that. There's a few little dots and some fines and stuff in there, but it looks like that's the wrong direction. So I'm going to go back the other way, see if there's more gold. In the other direction, one scoop quick shake here, and we got 2 nice little wiry flecky bits. and some fines floating around. So that is like a lot more than that other pan. So we're going to go the other direction. It's just sometimes a difference of 2 feet. Alright, so there it is, guys, all set up. That green bucket's almost full. That black bucket's almost full. But I got to wimp out. I was just pumping water out of this thing. It's full now. If I get it out of the cold running water, maybe it'll warm up. But whoo, that's a cold foot. It's warm air, but that water's cold. And after a couple of hours, this guy's over it. Completely over it. So I'm gonna go run that material. Hopefully we'll get a big bunch of gold. So I dumped the buckets once there. Got the Sluice set up. I'm trying to stack the deck. It's been a while since I had a really good reveal. So I figured to run a bunch of material is the best way to do it. So let's get that big smile today. So hey guys, thanks for joining me on this adventure today. When I come out and I tested that new Pirate Sluice with the Dream Mat, I think it works really well. Let's take a look at this last run. Here we go, I tapped it up and swirled it back a little bit. There's a couple of nicer little flakes in there, and there's quite a little bit. Quite a bit. Now this deposit has been getting less and less and less, but off the main stream there was less dots but bigger pieces. So who knows what it's going to weigh up to. I can snuff this up or just dump the snuffer in it and see what we can get. So hey guys, thanks for joining me today on this little test run on the new awesome Pirate Sluice and the new Dream Mat to run in it. It's really good. I like it. So here's the tally for the day, full snuffer dump, and there's that smile I was hoping to get right there. Pretty excited about it. You know, it's just a half day, not even a full day out. We got other things to do, so it's time to pack it up and get back to the house, get some things done. All right, that's a lot of fun. Makes me smile, makes me happy. All right, y'all have a great day.